Ashutosh, I want to bring you in on this conversation. You know, one would suggest that the Congress, anyone today, be it the cadre of the Congress, be it those who want to vote for the Congress, you know, would be a little disappointed and disillusioned because you've less than, 48 hours to go. If you really wanted to contest where Amethi or Raebareli was concerned, you should have been boots on ground, working, trying to win the confidence of the people. And the being undecided, not giving the name, many would say it could be strategy, but most would say that is just utter confusion.
Preeti, that's what the Congress is all about. The Congress is not undecided, but the Congress has to think deep. Because leaving Amethi will send a different signal altogether, and contesting election and again losing election in Amethi will also be disastrous for the Congress party. In my opinion, I think the Congress party and the Rahul Gandhi should take a plunge and without thinking that whether he's going to win or lose elections. Because if the Congress has to emerge at the center and the Congress has to win back UP, then the Rahul Gandhi and the Priyanka Gandhi have no other option than to contest from UP and pull the morale of the party cadre. I can understand and I can imagine that they are taking too much time, and but I think another 48 hours or 24 hours, the Congress has no other option than to decide. The great point is that maybe Rahul Gandhi might not contest, but maybe somebody senior enough can contest.
Well, you know, that's what at least the grapevine here could be. And if you just look at signals, Mallikarjun Kharge, the party president's programs for tomorrow, there's nothing planned. Rahul Gandhi is continuing his campaigning in Shimoga. So is, Priyanka Gandhi. But Raghav Avasthi, to not have the Gandhis contest from Uttar Pradesh, no matter how the BJP might want to read it, would be a huge boost for the Bharatiya Janata Party, because then the BJP can clearly go to town and say, scared, leaving your own legacy seats.
I think this is probably the first time I agree with what Ashutosh ji said wholeheartedly. Because he said something very important, which is that if they don't contest, it will send a very wrong signal. And we must remember that the Gandhis were the preeminent political family in the Congress, because they were the preeminent political family in Uttar Pradesh, which is India's biggest state. And if you cede all ground in Uttar Pradesh to the Samajwadi Party or some other regional satraps, then the signal that it sends to the cadre is that they are not serious about challenging the BJP at the national level. And if they cannot challenge the BJP at the national level, they cannot even win 150 seats. They cannot be the strong fulcrum around which, leave alone the government or any coalition which ends up in government, they can't even be the fulcrum around which the opposition revolves. So I think it is very important, and I would also like to express my support for one more point that Ashutosh ji made, which is that there is no shame in losing. There is no shame in fighting and losing. But the shame is when you just back out of the fight. So in all spheres of life, right? When even if it is something as banal as applying for a promotion, you go to your boss and then you try to persuade your boss. And maybe you succeed, maybe you don't, but you miss all the shots that you don't take. It's as simple as that. So I think not contesting will send the wrong signal. Let me complete my point. My sense is that they are not going to contest. That's my sense as a student of politics, because they want to build this invincible.
That's the sense with a lot of fear. That's okay. I want to bring in Maushmi. My colleague wants to make a quick point in. You know, Maushmi, the sad part, if you look at it, where the cadre is concerned, you're asking the cadre to fight as if their life depends on it, and this is the last election. But you don't think the election is worth fighting. And that's the signal that you're going to send to your cadre where Uttar Pradesh is concerned. But coming to the logistical part of it, Maushmi, you have a Rahul Gandhi who has his full schedule planned out for tomorrow, both Priyanka and Rahul's. It's Mr. Kharge's itinerary which finds itself empty.
That's right, Preeti. I heard you say that, and so I wanted to bring in that point that, Mr. Kharge, in fact, told India today that he was not in any mood to contest in Amethi. He had outrightly denied that and said that it will be some local. So that the use of that word local was interesting. because usually the Congress leaders have been very clear about Priyanka and Rahul Gandhi contesting from Raebareli and Amethi, considering that the CEC had given him that resolution and put the ball in his court, for him to say that it not name Priyanka and Rahul and say it will be somebody local, that meant that there was a problem there. There was some reluctance or resistance, or there were issues that needed to be ironed out. And I had spoken to close aides of Mr. Kharge, who said that throughout the day the leaders will be campaigning. So anything that will move forward will be, anything that will happen on this one will be by the evening. Also, you know, the names that are doing the rounds. We must remember that if it has to be an MP or an MLA for that matter, like Mona Mishra, she needs to take clearance to contest the Lok Sabha polls. So her name couldn't be possible if she's not been told in advance. And last we spoke to her, she said in no way she could contest Raebareli or Amethi. Perhaps some leaders were asked also, and they've already said no, because you know the disappointment of Congress workers, they won't be able to face it. You know, there's been protests in Amethi. Lots of Congress workers have been calling me from Raebareli also and saying it can't be anybody else than the Gandhis. The people will sit at home, the Congress workers will be demoralized, and we won't fight the elections. So that's the mood in Raebareli and Amethi. And what is the message that the Congress leadership really wants to give to the India bloc, to all the other party cadre?
Right.